There we go. So folks, Donovan travels quite a lot as our CEO, and he often goes and forms relationships and builds relationships with people. And one of the relationships he's been building for the last few weeks is with bankers. Now, I'm not going to be the one to explain exactly how bankers works. I know more or less how it works, but I do know there's a lot that I still need to learn about it. But I can tell you that it's going to be beneficial to us as shareholders if we know and can use our bankers' cards that apparently are going to be given to us as part of a service that is working between Aureus and bankers at the moment. I do know that currently, if I'm not mistaken, Leandro is in Durban. I think he is probably there by now. And they have an event from tomorrow until the 18th of their own in the Durban area. But I do also know that they're going to come to our office because they have chosen, well, let me not say what I'm going to say because it's all in this video, I believe. So let me just play the video for you and you'll hear what I'm trying to say.
Okay, cool. Hey guys, Donovan James here, Aureus, here with Alejandro, CEO of Bankers. Very privileged to have the honor of cutting the ribbon alongside Alejandro. This is the new head office of Bankers. So yeah, let's do this. Let's cut this ribbon, let's go in. Let's go together. Super proud moment. Well done.
Thank you, Donovan.
Congratulations.
We're starting this by having this second office here in Mexico City, which is also going to be where everybody that saw what Aureus is doing in Cancun will come and be able to talk more about everything. And we're going to jump in and do some questions and answers to try to figure out what's the best way to explain this incredible thing that you guys are doing.
Absolutely. So one other important thing that we need to put out is that this is now going to be Aureus' office as well. Yes. So we're going to be working out of Bankers' head office. So this will be our satellite office here in Mexico. Also proud to announce that we have our very first high-level meeting this evening at 6 p.m. With some guys. We'll keep you guys updated on that day. But for now, let us go through and then we're going to start with the formalities on the inside with the presentation.
Yeah.
So guys, we're here at this is actually the main office. The office that we were at is now named the head office, but it's more for administrative purposes. This is where we have it. So what we're going to show you here is SLM, which is a different division to...
Perfect timing. Mauricio, come here. I will introduce you. Mauricio is our partner, takes care of all everything crazy he does.
Good to meet you. SLM is actually the tech partner to Bankers. It's a division of Bankers. Let us show you what they're really actually all about. Bankers is just one division.
So everything is very secure, and what you're going to see here is actually where all your funds from. This is one of the high-level guys that work with us. All of them working directly in the fund. We have the Aureus Alliance Holdings, which is the part of our company that takes care of cybersecurity, including our own cybersecurity. They also do the cloud service for the biggest company in the world, Microsoft.
Do you hear that, guys? SLM does cloud service and outsources to Oracle, Microsoft, and a few other companies.
In this part, you see most of the people are taking care of all the logistics of the selling of the cards. They take a lot of detail on, let's say, what's the name? Regulations. All the regulations. People here are taking care of everything that has to be done is done on the way that Visa, MasterCard, or the government that regulates us wants. So it's very, very secure all the way. And what we have accomplished is a lot of services that you guys are going to see in the next 2 days. And as you see there on the big screen, there's a really show.
Guys, this is going to blow your mind.
One of our conference rooms. These are some of the cards that we have around. Here to other people. This is one of our. This is the CEO of SLM that takes care of all our cybersecurity. And this is our terminals that we're talking about. Decentralized terminals. People pay with cards. They get their money directly into their USDT wallets. And this is a project we launched several years ago called Coin. So no more PDFs. PDFs is something from the past. This is a new reality. We can show any project here, several languages for people to understand, any part of the project.
So we're basically going to be ordering a few of these for our office purposes, and we'll have our presentation files loaded onto this lying around in the office.
Yes.
So.
This is a few conference offices. Here's where we do some of the hardware, like the terminals.
Can you take a look?
This is like a toy store for big boys.
It looks like JP's suitcase.
Yes. And here in the back.
So this is probably like the innovation hub.
Yes.
A lot of testing patterns and a lot of development.
Especially for the new financial stuff we're doing with POS, and I'll show you on the phone now that I just got And here's we have a third office downtown where we can do all the customer service. So we're moving all of that here. Actually office customer service. So a lot of what we do regarding logistics of selling of the cards, customer service, and all of that. So that's it. This is actually our main office. Actually,
You're going to have a look at the view.
the great view.
So can we change our setup instead of using that as
Yes.
our office? Can we use this as
Yes, yes.
Aureus office?
And it's a lot bigger, so you
Yeah.
a lot better. But we have both offices. That is more than administration. We just got it, so still a lot to do on the branding of that office. A lot of the things that we had here, we moved to Cancun for the event, so they're coming back next week. But yeah, the second office, one office is around 3 minutes from the other one, so very close.
Look at these views, guys. So can you see? Aureus is getting into bed with big guys, not just anybody, but
Now,
the big
now
guys.
you guys have two offices in Mexico.
And now we have two offices.
Thank you guys, appreciate it. Appreciate your time for the tour.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, JP. I was just busy warming up to, I hope, the news of a venture that we all want to know about. We all want to know how to get to Mexico and see our new Aureus office in Mexico too. But yeah, good to see you up and about as well. Know you've been busy.
So guys, I'm paying with Aureus card.
There we go.
You guys want to see that?
Aureus card.
Oh,
There
hang
we
on.
go,
That's my
guys.
personal card. I'm not using my personal funds. We're here on official business, so I got to use the company card. Right? Company card.
Let's see if Donovan's online.
I haven't even seen this.
There goes all our profit.
All right, just in time, folks. Whoopsie. I hope I wasn't going to need to play another video because I've just switched off my whole VLC player, which had everything lined up. Nonetheless, folks, I'm going to stop sharing my screen because I believe JP normally shares his screen with some updates. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen and give over to our CTO. He's normally more technical than me, so I'll leave it to him to do the technical part. But welcome, everybody. I think Donovan is also in the house. Donovan can maybe also just pop on and say hello. He is back in the land of the living. I'm not sure. Mexico seems to be very, yeah, I don't want to say they're not living there, but, sometimes you have to be more on your toes over here. So we are the land of the living over here. I hear him laughing at me, but I don't see him yet. Maybe his camera.
Paul,
anyway, folks, it's great. It's great to have our CTO and our CEO in their own country for a change.
And across, once again, cross each other.
Maybe a little bit more relaxed because they're in their own home environment, I would think. Unless they're at the office, I think. Look at that. My gosh.
No,
okay, folks,
unfortunately.
I'm not going to say any more. I'm leaving it to the two of them to just say what they need to say because they had to update 370 odd of us. 370.
Yeah, we have officially upgraded the accounts.
A new record, I believe. While I've been presenting 381 at the moment. My golly, gosh. My gosh. Awesome stuff. Well done to all of you for coming out and making an effort to come and see the one and only CEO and CTO out traveling. They've got Voyager miles like you don't want to know. They are going to let us know what those Voyager miles have been up to. They're going to tell you because they have. Guys, you know it, an iceberg. You only see the tip of the iceberg sticking out of the water. Underneath, you hardly see how much and how big the iceberg is. So right now, they're going to tell you how big underneath the work is that is going into Aureus. So please, over to you. I don't know who's going to start. It's normally Donovan gives over to JP, so I'm probably going to guess it's JP to start.
No, it's not.
Yeah, let JP start. Let JP
start. Okay.
JP's been missing for a long time.
Yeah. Sorry, everybody. I've been dealing with personal nonsense. I'm going to tell you what it is. I don't want to tell you anybody about it, but it's personal and it's taking me a while. Okay. But tomorrow I am here with Donovan. So tomorrow we are going through to Johannesburg, where we're going to go and see two big investors. I can tell you that. It's scary what these guys are interested in to put into the business. So we're very excited about it. And then Donovan has got some good news with Mexico as well. But everybody wants to know this. Where are we? What's going on? What's going on with the dividends? Why is the competition not paid out? What's going on? Okay, so let's start with the competition. We have still got last minute orders that needs to be confirmed. Okay, as soon as it's done, as always, we pay out the competition. We've always paid out the competition whenever everything is 100% confirmed. So please just be patient. We're asking everybody, please be patient. Once all of the orders is processed, then the competition will be paid out. Then secondly, where we standing with the mine site. So a while back, Mr. Paul Fulyun was with us in Zimbabwe, where we did a live viewing of the mine site. Okay, a live viewing of the mine site. Now, for anybody that was there, that was watching that viewing, you would have seen a couple of things. Number one, we've opened up a lot of land. We got access to the land. We're driving there. We got drones up in the air and everything. Okay. The second thing is that we have got boreholes that's set up. We got a 100 plant there. But if you look closely to the video, you'll see there was no electricity yet. There's no piping yet. Okay. All the fencing wasn't completed. And we physically stipulated this on the video. We said they still got fencing that needs to be completed. Okay. Now, the reason being, and we have said this as well, is because of Emma, right? So I'm going to play a voice note now. This is from Watson. When I came, I said, Watson, please, I need an update. So this is directly from Watson. Paul, I need you to confirm if you can hear what this voice note is saying. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen. Right. So as you can see here, this is our private Aureus operations. Now, before I go here, okay, well, yeah, let me start there. Okay. So as you can see here, it says Environmental Impact Assessment Report, EIA, 13 July. Okay. Now, we have shown a similar picture of this, but this was like a screenshot. We've never been able to show this. Okay. That is the official EIA document, 400 pages. Right. So Watson said he can't scan everything. It's gonna take him forever. So we will be getting a digital PDF version of this document of the EIA. And the EIA report is extremely, extremely important. This document is what we require. Okay. That says, you know what, we are following protocol, we are doing what we're saying, and these are our guidelines. We have to follow this. Okay. Now, Emma also has got their guidelines. This is also now next in line, where they stipulated, you know what, we have to have X amount of kilometers, square radius, kilometers, there, fenced off, secured, 100%. We have to have water, we have to have electricity, we have to have housing, we have to have a processing plant, we have to have a sorting plant as well. I mean, everybody's not even thinking this. Once we take out this gold that's in this in the gravel, and we're putting it through the plant, and now we've got the material that's inside of the shush boxes, and we take these mats, we have to take it to our sorting plant. Okay, that is being built. Now, if you look at this, and once again, these are updates of today that Watson sent us. Okay, so that's our cement. It's a lot of cement. Some wood. So this was all delivered to site. This is inside of our not, I want to say office, our camp area.
The storeroom, so to say, JP.
Yeah, our storeroom. Yeah. That's the word I'm looking for. Thank you. Okay. So we'll show now this. Under the plastic, there's a cement. Okay. So I'm gonna play this voice note.
The last EMA document that.
Okay, can you hear that, Paul? I can't hear you. You muted.
Yes.
All right. That was the M. Let me just. Okay.
Hey JP, hi Don, how are you? Right, a quick update. Emma, the document is now at district. It's now at head office. It's waiting to go to the province, which is probably they should have the document tomorrow. That's with regards to Emma. I'll get further direction now that the relevant offices who have the document. Construction, got construction material yesterday. Construction started today. The poor people, probably end of the week, they just need to mobilize their team. They're doing other jobs elsewhere. But we hope by end of this week, the water installation things, this should start as well. So that's the general update. It's hectic, not feeling too good. I think my blood pressure is high. This thing is really
Yeah, so you can hear that Watson is working. He's under stressed because we said to him, you know what, like you need us to supply. I'm not going to open this, but this is an invoice, and this invoice is for the boreholes, the pumps, the tanks, accessories, and then of course our payment to Viaduct as well. Okay, that was in excess of $45,000. The previous invoice was $35,000. The one before that was $65,000. That's what we've been paying, and every single month we've said this. 150,000 plus dollars that we are sending towards them to get everything up and running. Okay. Our plant equipment alone that is on the land that everybody saw in the video, that alone is costing us $90,000 a month. Okay. I'm not talking about the wash plants. I'm talking about the yellow machines, that beautiful excavator that Paul was sitting on, that he was sliding and using as a slippery slide. Right. So those machines cost money that we are renting. We not buying it. We rent those yellow machines. And then also, of course, the diesel. As the diesel is going up, yeah, it costs us more. Okay. So every single 2 weeks, we have a nice little invoice that we have to pay out. And if we stop paying, you know what happens? They will demobilize, and then we'll have to pay again for mobilization. They will take their machines away. It's a big expense the whole time, right? So, but we are moving forward, and as you've heard here in Watson's voice note, he is under pressure, but the boreholes, the building material is there. They're going to start building, right? So then, here's his next one.
the last EMA document that I did send now has stamps from the head office and the district. The first one had the district office only. Now it has the head office and the district. So what's left is the province. So the province should have their copy tomorrow. I'll stand guided by the guys that are assisting us with regards to timelines. All right, thank you.
With regards to when we are likely to get the certificate, I stand guided by our EMA person who's assisting us. I think also I've been sitting on him too much. I don't want to frustrate him, irrespective that, I've given him something to actually be where we are right now. So let me stand guided by him. I'll probably not call him today. Probably give him up to tomorrow end of day. Then probably I'll speak to him then with regards to when we can expect the certificate, because I believe everything that they wanted is now in order. So yeah, I can probably give you that answer tomorrow day end. Thanks JP.
All right, so there you heard it. By tomorrow. So today is, I'm sorry, I need to actually look what day it is. Monday. Yeesh. All right, so Tuesday. By tomorrow night, we will be able to hopefully have an update from Watson stipulating what's going on. And as you heard in the voice notes, he said that Emma is happy. Okay. We have done what we needed to do to get our certificate. Okay. And once we have the certificate, we got the plants in the land. We got a boreholes on the land, right? Paul, Watson, Paul, you witnessed to that personally. I mean, you showed me where the boreholes were. You saw it
No,
before I did.
definitely, definitely. Um, uh, JP, I can't believe how well the team has done up until now. I'm not gonna deny that. I cannot deny it. And this is why when I was so excited the second day when Donovan took that video of me, when we just had that little bit of a pit stop, I knew what I was
Mm,
going back to. And I could just sense there's something powerful coming out of this.
yeah, no,
Yes, maybe
definitely.
people like you've just played now. Watson is feeling under pressure, but I can tell you now, he's feeling that because the team has been hard at work. There is
Mm,
no doubt about it, folks. He knows how behind we are. He knows. He knows he's trying to
yeah,
deliver for so many of us. So right now,
yeah,
let's just give credit where credit is due. He has been pushing and pushing and pushing to get us where we need to be. Let the man just have that respect. Guys, we are working
yeah,
behind the scenes.
yeah. We are working. We're working. That most definitely. And the same thing that everybody has been nagging and asking what's going on with the dividends. I said this a couple of times. I've said this. The dividends will be based on what? Production, gold, physically coming out of the ground that we are selling to Fidelity, okay? And the profits from that, that is divided between the shareholders as dividends. So here's the official statement from Aureus. There is no dividends for July. Why? Because we have not started processing. But as you've heard, we are going to be starting processing in the next week, 2 weeks. Once Emma gives us that certificate, there's nothing stopping us from processing. Nothing. We've got an EIA document of 400 pages, right? That we will hopefully get a digital copy of soon. Okay. I mean, this last voice note that what's us asked them, this is our official EIA documents, and can you send me a copy, like scan it? And he said this is what he sent.
That's a close to 400-page document. So I've asked William for a soft copy of the whole document. So once I have it, I'll share with you. Yeah. All right, cool. Thanks.
Okay, so William is who? William Moyes, right? The geologist that everybody has seen, heard of, and read about. Okay, so we are following protocol. Now, I have said this once again. 2026 is what? It's our growth year. Okay, it's our growth year. Are we ahead of schedule? No, we're not. We're 4 months behind schedule. Number one. Number two, did we clean out the phases? What I mean is sell out an entire phase. No, we didn't. Okay. So do the mathematical equation on it. To set up one plant costs $850,000. Okay. Does that entire amount when you buy a share come towards Aureus? No, it doesn't. Okay. There is commissions, there's competition payments, there's this. We paid out a heck of a lot towards competition and things, but we are still pushing a lot of money towards Zimbabwe. And that's Aureus and Son is pushing the whole time towards getting operations up and running. Okay. That's our investment that myself and Donovan are doing. All right. So here's the bottom line. No, there is no dividends for July. Okay. What is dividends made out of? It's made from profits from selling gold and other resources that's coming out of the land. It has been stipulated like that every single time. What is the amounts that is showing on my dashboard? Read the subtitle. It is projections based on X amount of gold that's taken out, and of course, the amount of plants that we have that can process that. Okay. So for everybody that's here tonight, I'm going to do a quick, and shiz, we are 439. I'm going to have to upgrade this thing even more. Like, wow. Yeah, well done. This is what we want. Okay. I'm going to do this mathematical equation so everybody understands. One plant, one plant. The 100-ton plant that's on the land. That plant can do 1 kilogram of gold processed per day. Okay. And that is from how many tons? 10,000 tons. So, yeah, 1,000 tons of material that's going through the plant. 100-ton per hour. Okay. 1 kilogram of gold times the working hours legal that we are allowed to do is 22.4. So that gives us 22.4 kilograms of gold. That is what we can do in an entire month. Okay? Hope everybody understands what I'm saying now. If we times this, I don't know what happened there. Sorry. Times, let's say 3 months, all right? We're currently sitting at up until October. That's 67 kilograms of gold. What is our target from day one? From last year, we said, what is our target for 2026? 1,200 kilograms of gold. How would we achieve that? By having how many plants on the land? Okay, 10 plants. 10, 200 ton per hour plants. We got 100 ton per hour plants. Okay, so we're not just behind schedule on the actual progress because of the rains, but we're also behind schedule because of the amount of shares that was not sold. Are we worried about it? No. We said from day one, we will have the plants in the land. We're going to be processing. It will take us, EBIT's going to take us quick. What's going to take us a bit longer. Okay. But we are constantly upgrading, constantly moving forward. Okay. Now, to give you another scenario, if we have 22.4 times 12, okay, 12 months, that's a full year on one plant, equals 268.8 kilograms of gold. Now, if we times that by 10, why? 10 plants, that gives us 2,688 kilograms of gold, 2.6 tons of gold in 1 year. That's from 10 plants, 100-ton plants, 100-ton per hour plants, okay? That is on the land. If we take the same amount, you say 268.8, okay? And we times this by 30. Why 30? Paul?
Because we want to have 30 plants by the end of 2027.
7. Okay. This gives us how much? 8,000 kilograms, 8 tons of gold. That is where that dividend that everybody is questioning on the website is coming from. Every single thing, every single calculation, every projected calculation is projected based on this model. Okay, so understand what the model is. And we did change the calculator to be like this, right? Now, with the development of the website, my team is working really hard. We're going to do a complete upgrade on the site, making it more streamlined. That is going to happen in the next week or two. Okay. We have done a lot of upgrade on the site because as well, we are growing quite big very quickly. Okay. I mean, we got 6,000 shareholders. We want to have 600,000 shareholders, right? So we're going to have to keep on upgrading, keep on pushing the limits of the company. Okay. So that's my update. The update is based on facts. The update is based on where we are sitting right now. Okay. Myself and Donovan will never put wool over your eyes and say, yeah, you know what? We guarantee you. No, we don't guarantee you anything. Go read the terms and conditions of the website before you even purchase a share. Before you purchase a share, that's why the terms and conditions is there. Go read the terms and conditions. This is a real business. It's based on real production. It's not based on an idea and a percentage guidance. None of that. Okay. So yeah, this update is a hard one, all right, but it's exciting one because it's real. It's not a fake thing. It's not something that's saying, hey, listen, you know what, we should be able to do 300 kilograms at the end of the year. No, we're not. That's the reality. We won't. Okay. Why? Well, it takes a month and a half just to build the plant. So think about it logically. Okay. So what is the estimated output for the month? Okay, for October, 20 kilograms, maybe 60 kilograms of gold. Now, we have said this, but I'm going to put this out here now. What is Aureus going to do to help the existing shareholders? Okay. Whenever we pay out the dividend payout will be based on not the entire 1.4 million shares that has been sold, because it hasn't been sold, but the amount of shares that has been sold. Okay. So we're sitting right now, I think I haven't looked, 160,000 shares, argument's sake. In 4 months, we'll be sitting at what? Maybe 400,000 shares, 500,000 shares, whatever the amount is. That amount, that is what will determine the dividend. That is what is going to say, well, you know what? There is $20 million and it's divided between 400,000 shares. Okay. So that is, and this is going to be for the next 3 dividend payouts. Okay. Does that mean now because we're not paying in July now it's no. For the next 3 dividend payouts, when we pay out the dividends, so October, January, and April. Okay. But we are still
JP?
extremely confident. Just give me a second. Extremely confident that once we actually have the plants on the land working, processing, and we can show that beautiful yellow gold, you know, that color that's so unique. You know, gold is an extremely unique color. You can't really replicate it. It's amazing. It's not yellow, it's not orange, it's like in between, not really. It's a really unique color. Okay. But once we got that unique color and we can show, you know, this is coming out of the gravel that we are processing, that we have promised is in the land, the shares are going to sell very quick. Okay. Now, Donovan has got a very exciting update that I'm going to hand over to him with his trip to Mexico. Okay. And I've got one more short update, which then I'll hand over to Don, is that we are going to go back to India, but our India trip is going to be very short. Okay. We're going to go over because the auction is going to be happening for the cricket team, and Aureus is represented there. Okay. So it's important that myself and Donovan is going to be there.
There's a document I need to sign.
Oh yeah, and then our documents that we have to sign for our official opening of Aureus Alliance India Private Limited. Okay, so that's that as well. So we're very excited. Honestly, we want to thank every single shareholder, every single person that has dedicated, that has appreciated, that is working for us. Okay, all right. You are helping us to achieve our dreams so we can achieve your dreams. All right. So we want to say thank you. And the sacrifices that we have made, you got no idea. All right. I'm not going to go into that. But we honestly, myself and Donovan, Watson, our entire team, we all thank you extremely much for your contribution that you have put towards Aureus. And remember, that when you are buying a share, you will never get a dividend from the capital that comes from the share, comes from the profits. Okay. The capital that comes from the share does not go lie in a trading account, doesn't build up interest. That capital goes into the land. Okay. That capital goes into building Aureus into a $1 billion company, multi-billion dollar company. Because we will get our 100 tons per year in 10 years. That is our growth. All right. Okay. Thanks, everybody. That was official update from myself, the CTO of Aureus Alliance Holdings, JP Rademeyer. I'm going to hand over to our CEO, Mr. Donovan James now.
Thank you, JP. Am I audible?
Yes, you are, Donovan.
JP, I
Awesome.
think you can stop sharing your screen.
Evening, everybody. Sure, I'm impressed with the turnout. Really impressed with the turnout. Are you guys here to see me or to see JP or just to get the good news? Anyway, as you can see, we're in good spirits. There's been a lot of development in the background, in the rear end. But I want to touch on something that JP mentioned just now, is that we'll always keep it real with you guys, you know. And I always live by this, you know, hurt me with a threat, but never comfort me with a lie. And I would also reciprocate that to you guys. You know, we would never lie to you. We would never pull wool over your eyes. We would never sugarcoat anything. We would give you the reality of the situation, the reality of the business, and the reality of where we are. You know, so yeah, we've been through some trying times. We've been through some rough times, but we work through it. You know, and that's what we do. We just get through it. We just keep pushing on. We don't tend to just fall back and say, "Ha, you know, we're now faced with a challenge and we're faced with a hurdle. What do? We just keep going, you know, and that's what we put here to do. And that's what you guys trust us to do. So, you know, rest assured that the decisions we make may not always be the best in the long term, but it definitely is the best in that moment, you know, to keep the business going and to keep working towards getting operations going. So with saying that there's a lot of good news, you know, with sharing the document from Emma today, the update that we got from Watson. So I think within the next 2 weeks, operations is starting, you know, which is fantastic news. So I, for one, just can't wait. Like I've always said, you know, you know, I've been in this birthing process for the last 10 years, and it's a baby that's been waiting to be born. And, you know, finally, it's happening. So I'm excited, but I must admit, I'm also scared at the same time. Nervous, scared, but looking forward to it. You know, never been pulled down by any challenge. So once operation starts, that just opens up the door to a different ball game, you know, and I think we're ready for it. It's huge responsibilities that's on our shoulders, and be geared up for it. But like I said, you know, we nervously scared, but we're excited at the same time. And you guys should be as well, you know, simply because you guys are part owners of this business. You're not just investors. You're actually not an investor. You're a shareholder. You know, we're building this company together. Yes, we may be the ones at the forefront making the decisions and doing what needs to be done to get this business off the ground. But remember, without you guys, we could not get to this point. You know, so with saying that, thank you very much. You know, for putting your trust, your belief, and your finances behind Aureus.
Appreciate me.
Thanks, Robert. So, as many of you know, I've just got back from Mexico. It was an amazing trip. I was there for Bankers' launch of their new product, which they've given us center stage too. Unfortunately, the rest of the team couldn't get the visas in time, like JP and Sachi. They couldn't get the visas in time. Fortunately, my visa was still valid, so I got to still go. And Neil Andrews, who's from UK, well, Scotland, but UK, they don't need a visa to get into Mexico. So he was still okay to travel with and be there. So I think we made the right kind of noise there. We were definitely noticed because now we put into a special group chat with Bankers' elite investors that's really interested in Aureus, to a point where we now building a Spanish conversion. What do you call it, JP? The Spanish version of our website and presentation and all of that. The translation. So yeah. So we're busy with that just for that team. It was a mission communicating, but definitely well worth it. I'm stuck on my phone doing Google Translate every day for at least 2 or 3 hours. It takes up a lot of time, but definitely well worth the stress. One of the meetings that Alejandro set up for me while I was there, and which I'm very grateful for, is with a colleague of theirs. So these guys have 3 of their own private jets, and they currently dealing in Africa, whereby they purchase large sums of gold, and they have some agreements with a few refineries around the world. So they fly in on their jets, they buy their product, and they take it out and stuff. And I said to them, this is exactly what I don't want, is taking the wealth out of Africa, because that's essentially what's happening. And as I always say it, and if anybody's here from Europe, please don't take it the wrong way, but Europe's been built on the backbone of Africa, and I've always said this, and I maintain it, and I'm willing to take the hit for it. But it's the fact, and this is why we've come to the agreement with the Zim government, is that every ounce of gold that comes out the ground, we want it to go to government to help reestablish the financial portfolio of the country. And when Africa, when Zimbabwe is up, I'm not sure if you guys know that Zimbabwe used to be the breadbasket of Africa. So if Zimbabwe goes up, the rest of Africa goes up in value as well. So it got these guys thinking, and they're now negotiating on other deals, whereby they want to invest heavily into Aureus for 2 reasons. They appreciate what we're doing for the communities. I think when I explained it to them in detail, the vision behind Aureus and the reason we've designed it such, and the reason I turned down as many offers as we did from the big corporates and that sort of thing, they started to see value in Aureus, and they said, look, if you're keeping to your word, then we're very, very interested. They actually want to make a trip.
Donovan, full day.
All right, I think we've just lost Donovan for a second there. He looks like he's still on, but we've just lost him. I don't know if he's.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can, JP.
Don?
I'm back. Am I back?
Okay, Donovan, yeah, we lost you there.
Am I back?
We lost
Okay,
you for a
great.
moment.
Sorry, I was getting an incoming call.
Okay, that's what.
Yeah, so I'm not sure where I stopped off, but I think it was where these guys want to come into to meet with us in South Africa, and then obviously into Africa, because they're looking at purchasing now their own mines, and they want to partner with Aureus, or they want to use Aureus as their gateway into Africa, which puts us in a great standing. And I said to them, look, we wouldn't look at anything less than 70% without equity, meaning that we would be a 70% partner in whatever they do, just basically using our name and our credentials and relations into Africa, and obviously, yeah, in South Africa. And they sort of agreed, so we would be major shareholders in a company that's putting in all the finance. So for me, that's a win, and it's a win for all you guys as well. So, the negotiations are underway. So that's certainly good news. One of the deals that we tied down with Bunkers itself is that they will be buying 100,000 shares at the $100 mark. As soon as we hit $100, the $100 phase, they're buying 100,000 shares, right? They've got their own plans, but it's called book building, which is something it's illegal. And we can't stop it. Essentially, if I had to explain it in a very crude way, it means that they're buying it at $100, but it's valued at $1,000. So instantly, the company value goes up because now they own X amount of shares, and they only paid 10% value of the actual value, right? So their company net asset value, the NAV goes up instantly by 10 times, you know. So that's also, you know, a major deal that we managed to tie down. I think some of you are aware that Mr. Alejandro is here in South Africa currently as we speak. He called me late last night to say that he's here to surprise me. But he's going to be in South Africa again on the 29th on the 24th of August, because we're having the launch of our offices in Durban. So he's coming through for the launch, where we'll be also showcasing the partnership between Aureus and Bankers. Again, you know, something great to look forward to. Other developments that's been happening in the background is we've continued with the talks with the university, the Medical University of Mauritius, with regards to opening up a university in Africa. We haven't pinpointed a location, but more than likely it would be Zimbabwe. So that would be under the Aureus banner. And then we also in negotiations and talks with specializes in oncology. They're like really super advanced. So we're busy negotiating with them to open up a branch of Omega in Africa. And same story. We're not sure, but more than likely will be in Zimbabwe. And these kind of things are recognized because we've obviously discussed with certain members in government in Zimbabwe, and they like really excited, you know, that we bring in these kind of value to their country that will attract other types of investments into Zimbabwe. So these are the things that we try to add value into the country, and obviously value into Aureus, you know, that also contributes towards you guys' dividends, you know, as that part expands. But again, it's not overnight. You know, Rome was never built overnight, so it's a natural progression, but it has to start somewhere. You know, so that's what many of you need to understand is that, like what you're seeing with Aureus today, it never started last year August, like many of you think it started last year August. This started 10 years ago in 2016. You know, but what you see today is a result of it starting somewhere, but it started 10 years ago. So I'm not saying what's coming is going to happen in 10 years from now. What I'm saying is it has to start somewhere, and these negotiations and these kind of talks have started, you know, and you'll never know where it leads. You know, last week we were in Zululand. We were invited to co-host in Zululand. It was through the Department of what's it called, JP? Forestry, fishery, forestries and fisheries. Department of Forestries and Fisheries and Energy. So we went through, we presented, we made a loud noise like we usually do. We tend to take over wherever we go, you know, with our branding and our setup and that sort of thing. And we started engaging with the right people. And towards the end of that event, we were invited for the same event at a different location the next day. And obviously, you know, naturally we took the opportunity and we extended our stay, and we traveled out to the new location the next day. And we had just today we had a call from one of the senior ladies that works at the head office in Pretoria. Her husband is a gold dealer, right? So we got a call from him today, wanting to meet with us. So we set a meeting at our office for next Tuesday. So apparently he wants to discuss a couple of things with regards to mining and getting involved in Aureus because he loves what he heard. I think some of you may not know that we very advanced with closing the deal on the mine in Johannesburg. So that's something we're also discussing next week. The tests came back beautiful. The results are amazing. We paid the DMRE costs. It was quite a bit of money, but again, it was based on our geological reports. It was based on the testing that was done at SGS. So we're quite close in closing that deal. And as a result, should we do close the deal and take an equity stake in that mine, bearing in mind that this gold mine in Johannesburg was once owned by Anglo, right? So some of you know Anglo American, you may recognize the name. What had happened was 34 years ago, Anglo American, they closed up operations on this mining site and they moved on to greener pastures. Because what had happened was they were producing at a rate of 3 grams per ton, which for us is great. 3 grams per ton is phenomenal. But back then, it wasn't enough because the price of gold wasn't that great as it is today. So I believe they found other sites to work on that were giving them between 6 and 7 grams per ton, and that's why it made financial sense for them to move on to other sites. So they shut down the site. So the owner of the land is who we're dealing with directly, well, a consortium where the owner belongs to. So if you know Anglo American, and if they were involved in this mine, that alone tells you that there's value in that mine, you know. So we're very close to closing that deal. And should we close that deal, we've got a mining operation right here in South Africa, guys, you know, and that's something that you guys are a part of. And everything that Aureus does, you guys are a part of. So yeah, it may sound like not that much of an update, but for me, it's massive. The things that's being discussed, there's a lot that I cannot say until it's done, until there's pen to paper. So I would rather not state in detail a couple of things. But there's massive movement being made in the back end. You know, I don't want to even talk about the sacrifices that JP and I make, and the rest of our team, mind you. I mean, we had Neil Andrews in Mexico backing me up in those meetings, and he spent his 65th birthday away from his family, from his kids and his grandkids and his wife. You know, he was there working. You know, and these are the kind of things that we do for our business, and it's the sacrifices we make for you guys. You know, so sometimes it may sound small when I read certain comments. It infuriates me. It actually hurts me at times. You know, when I read the insensitive comments, it's really demotivating. But again, we move on past it, and we're out here doing what we do for you guys. So always bear in mind that when you do not see us, when you do not hear from us, if we're not active in the group chats, just know that we're out there working for you guys. I think that's about it from my side. Paul, over to you, buddy. And again, thank you everybody for being on this call. Really appreciate it.
Hey,
Yeah, no,
Hey,
look, I
guys,
don't know what more I can add on top of that, because I don't know if I was the only one. I don't want to say I'm the only clever one here, but not one of our leaders, and I don't want to jump the gun yet because my birthday's still coming, but not one of our leaders have spent their birthday at home with their family this year. What
That's
does
true,
that
actually.
say? What does that say about them? Because honestly, each one of you in a normal workplace, what is the first thing you try and do on your birthday? Leave, day off, don't want to work the full day, maybe a half day. I want to go and spend time with my loved one, or if it's your loved one's birthday, you want to have day off as well. Come on. Let's be honest and totally transparent here. Have our leadership not been dedicated enough to show you that they are dedicated? Because they have not. One of them that I know of this year spent a day with their family on a special day. Come on. Come on. Folks, JP away for 2 months. Donovan didn't see his son's 21st. Neil was away for his 65th. Watson was away. Sachi was away. In Joburg, as we just heard, tying that up. Folks, the team is working hard. They are working away from where they should be. Because remember, we all say we do stuff for our families. I just want to say there was another comment just now, and I don't know if Donovan and JP can back me up here in my thoughts. Someone said, all of what Donovan and JP are explaining now, we should create jobs for Africa or South Africa, I think was the comment that someone made. I don't even want you to think like that, because what Donovan and JP are offering us is not job creation. It's ownership. It's
100%.
ownership. Totally different mindset. We need to change that, because I know I don't want to go and work 9 to 5 every day. If I can sit and be an owner of a company like Donovan has explained to us and benefit from all the developments coming, would you not rather make money like that than have to go and work for 9 to 5 for someone that doesn't respect you?
Paul, sorry, Paul. Sorry, Paul. I'm seeing the comment here. From this, we need more job creation for South Africans. I agree, and that's what every business needs employees. Right? So naturally, when we grow, we will be employing. So I'm not going to say necessarily South Africans. If we're in Zimbabwe, we're going to employ Zimbabweans. If we're in South Africa, we're going to employ South Africans. And again, we will be employing mixed across the board. It all depends on the profession and the level of expertise that we require for the business to move forward. But naturally, South Africa, we would employ South Africans. If we're in Nigeria, we'll employ Nigerians. It's just the way it is. So yes, job creation is very important. So there's nothing wrong. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I was also away for my birthday. I'm trying to think where I was for my birthday.
I was also away.
Yeah, you were also away for your birthday.
I was in Zim.
Yeah,
with you.
On your birthday, we traveled to Zim. Yeah, that was the day we traveled to Zim. That's right.
No, I
And
remember.
my birthday, I can't remember where I was.
Donovan, you were also away. If I can
No,
remember.
no, you were in.
I was in Germany. I was in Germany
You
for
were
my
in
birthday.
Germany.
Yeah.
Yes. All of you were away. All of you were away. I've picked it up. I don't know if you guys picked it up yourself.
Yeah.
But you were all
Every single person.
away.
Yeah. Every single
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, well, look, it's gonna come out eventually. I'm actually going through a divorce because of my dedication in this business. Okay, so I'm not gonna go into a big long story about it, but that is the level of dedication that we are putting. Okay. So nobody can say that we're not working.
Yeah.
Guys, did you all just hear that? That's something that I was dreading. It wasn't my story to tell, but I'm sitting here with a heavy heart. I must be honest. I've been sitting with this heavy heart for the past month, 5 weeks actually, and that's why you guys haven't seen JP as much as you did, and that's why we haven't been that much active. I had to be there for him as a brother, even though the distance, and the rest of the team was there. Whoever's on the ground next to him, because it's something that you can't hide. It's people can read your face. I mean, you guys, you'll see him every now and again in Zoom, so you wouldn't know the difference. But who was on the ground saw instantly, and every time you looked at somebody that's close to him, he broke down. And just today we went through an episode, and it breaks me that my brother's got to go through this, knowing that he's been there on the ground, building this business for you guys, for the business, and he literally lost his family. Today I had to bear witness to his baby girl sending him a sad message which tore me apart internally. So these are the sacrifices that we make out here for you guys, and I hope you guys appreciate it. I just hope you guys appreciate it. So yeah, we may put smiles on our faces, We may come across as bubbly and all excited, and the pictures and the videos that you see of us out and about, and it looks like we're having fun. Nobody knows what goes on behind the scenes. There's weeks on ends I don't see my kids, and to a point where my kids are upset with me. They don't understand. They don't know any better. They know that dad's working. He's trying to put a plate of food on the table and make sure that they have a roof over their head. They understand that, but they don't understand that we got to. They don't understand. Their friends' fathers are with them daily. They don't understand the difference. So when we say we make sacrifices and we jump loops and hoops to get this business going, rest assured we are to a point where my brother lost his family. Um, it's already in the divorce courts. It's gone that far. Just today, well, on Friday. Sorry, today is Monday. On Friday, on Thursday, I reached out to the church for a counselor for him because JP's not taking it well. That's all I can say. You see him smiling here, but trust me, he's a broken man. Just today I spoke to the pastor from Rivers Church again. So we're going to Joburg tomorrow. As soon as we get back, he goes into counseling. So there's going to be days where you guys are not going to see JP at all. He's got to go. And I said to him today as well, I can be there for him. You guys can be there for him. Everybody can be there, but he's got to go through the motions himself. Unfortunately, we cannot share that feeling. We can share his burden, but we cannot share the feelings that he feels. So yeah, now that it's out in the open,
Okay, just so everybody knows something. Okay. For the last 6 months, I have been preparing my team, and I'm talking about our office, my developers, everything. Okay. So that in the next 6 months from now, I will be able to finally say, you know what, now I can start slowing down and spend time with the family. So learn out of this ordeal, if I can put it like that. There's no hope for my marriage. It's done. It will never recover. Not going to speak about why. It's gone. It's finished. It is what it is. But Aureus and Son will continue progress no matter what. No obstacle. No obstacle will stop us from achieving our goals that myself and Donovan have put forth for our shareholders, because we have got 6,000 plus shareholders that are looking at us. Okay. So for anybody that's watching this, yes, I'm going through pain. Yes, I'm smiling, but I'm gritting. Okay. My teams are working dedicatedly. If you guys see what we are busy building, okay, so let's turn this thing around. We have built an artificial intelligence system that we're going to be putting on the website where you can speak to it, right? You can literally take your phone like ChatGPT, but this is for Aureus. It's called Aria. And you're going to say, hi, Aria, how are you doing? And it's going to speak back to you. And it's going to say, I am the super intelligent artificial intelligence for Aureus Alliance Holdings. And you'll be able to ask any question that you want and in any bloody language that you want. That is what my team, my AI architect, Mr. Wimpy van Lochenberg, has been doing. Really? Okay. He hates gaming. Donovan does not like gaming. Okay. We have built, and this is now 8 months that we have been building this. We have built a world first realistic mining game. That's not Minecraft or Terraria or any of the other ones for any gamers that they think, oh, it's just another cop. No. This is something that's going to blow everybody's minds. It is beautiful. It's I've been so excited to show it. I actually said to Wimpy, listen, send me a copy that I can show it tonight. And I just said, nope, I made a promise. This one, we're going to keep under wraps. We're going to keep it under wraps until we launch it. And we're going to publish it. Where? On Play Store. Okay. Now, why are we doing this? Very, very strategically. There is 2.1 billion people on Play Store. There is millions, hundreds of millions of gamers on Play Store. Okay. And every single share that is purchased is going to give you credits inside of the game. That is how you're going to progress. So for all the gamers that are out there, they're just naturally going to be like, okay, you know what? I want to play this game. Can't get anywhere. How do I do this? Oh, I need to buy shares. Remember, I'm the architect. Right. So there's a bit of exciting news. We're busy building stuff in the background. My lead developer, Mr. Ruben Swanepoel, you guys haven't met him yet. You will meet him in the future. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant man. He is pushing really hard on security. So I do apologize if something's a bit shaky sometimes. There's reasons behind it. We have to prepare. Remember, you guys are getting commissions. You are getting shares. You don't want the shares to be touched. You don't want those commissions to be touched. Okay? So we are making sure that no hacker can go and infiltrate and go play around with our stuff. Okay? Because every share counts. Every fraction of a share counts. Okay? I said that word for a reason, because there is something coming. Right. I think that's it from my side. I think Don has given his updates. I saw something about the cards. Okay. Well, there's a special update that's coming. One of it is Alejandro is coming all the way from Mexico to South Africa. If he's not already here, I think he is already here. He's in Cape Town right now. So he's coming to KZN.
No,
He's going to meet us.
by you. He is in Durban apparently tonight already.
Is he in Durban? Okay. He's coming.
Yeah,
well,
because
he's
they're
meeting
starting
us
tomorrow with their roadshow.
Okay, so he's meeting us, all right, myself and Donovan and the entire team meeting us inside of our offices in La Lucia, where everybody, you're welcome to come. We're going to do an RSVP where everybody can do it. Please note that this is going to be at your own cost, all right, to come to the offices. But if you've got a big investor that wants to come meet us in the office, then by all means, you're welcome to do that, all right? So this is super exciting. We are growing daily. Once again, thank you. Worldwide, how many countries? 91. Where are we sitting at now, Paul? We're still at 91. I haven't looked. Honestly, and I'm being honest, you know, like I said, I'm going through.
It's 85 because 6 of them have been duplicated. I just double checked. It's 85, but yeah, 85 to 91. Put it there.
So we're sitting, okay, 80, let's say 90, 91, you said there's some duplicated. Okay, I'll look at that. Thank you, Black. I don't know these things if you guys don't tell me, right? But okay, so 85 official countries, 6,577 shareholders worldwide. Well done. 158,000 shares sold. Okay. There is a big, I don't know if Don even said it. My brain flutters around 100,000 shares that's going to be bought. 100,000 shares.
You did say so.
Do the math. Say so. Okay. So, and here's the beautiful thing about it. The shares will be purchased. The capital is going to be available to put into the land. Okay. It's not going to benefit the affiliates. I'm just putting it out there. Okay. There's another share reseller. But what it is going to do is, as bankers is selling the shares on Mint, as they are selling it out, because they already have 120,000 active members, okay, that they're going to be introducing the shares to. So as they're selling out, what are they going to do? They're going to buy more every single time, 50,000, 100,000 at a time. Okay. So this is what we are doing for our backlog. Phoenix is pushing. They've been pushing hard on me. Unfortunately, I had to go through what I had to. I am okay. Listen, this happened a while ago. Like Donovan said, there's already divorce that's already, so this happened a while ago. It's taken me time to process it. But so Phoenix's update has also been done. They're getting their shares now. KYCs is being approved, same as what it was in Aureus. Okay, so the shares will start selling there faster as well to their community, 600,000 plus people. Okay, so things are starting to move. Remember, every share that's sold is capital that's going to where? To the mining. That is where the money is. The affiliates, I've always said, is a short-term thing. It's not going to last forever. The shares are not going to last forever, right? So buy the shares when you can. I mean, we spoke to a doctor today, quite a well-known doctor here in Durban, and we said to him, you could have come in at 100 rand a share, 100 rand a share. Where are we sitting at now? 1,000. So everybody that bought their shares at $5 at 100 rand, your shares now worth 1,000 rand. By July, they will be worth 16,000 rand plus. Okay. So, right. That's it. I'm starting to berberate.
And we haven't had dinner as yet.
We haven't had dinner. Yeah, I've been on, by the way, I've been on carnivore. So I'm eating meat and eggs. That's it. I drink whatever I want. I don't care what I drink. But eating meat and eggs, amazing. No issue. I've lost a lot of weight. I'm starting to get skinny. 6 months from now, I'm gonna have a six-pack. Give myself a new wife. Anyways.
I know. I think Wayne wants to say something. Wayne, unmute yourself. You are a co-host. Unmute yourself, Wayne, and say something there.
Hey, gentlemen, JP, Donovan, thank you very much for that feedback. That was awesome. And I think when you're talking about meat, what? Eggs and meat and eggs? Now you're going to do a meet and greet in Cape Town soon. So whoever is in Cape Town, please do not forget about this meeting that's upcoming. It's really important. You're going to meet these two awesome gentlemen. One gentleman's about to go single, so he's on the top.
No.
Single to mingle.
So listen, jokes aside, sorry, condolences and whatever we want to say about that. It's not a good story, and it's going to be your own journey, as Donovan has said. There's nothing that we can say or do, but obviously our thoughts are with you and in spirit, and we also appreciate everything that you guys do. So just me as a shareholder, and then the back end, really, really thank you for everything that you do. It doesn't go unnoticed. And I just want to say, guys, if you think about this, I think the first mini wash plant, now we can call it a mini wash plant, arrived on site in December. And then we had the floods. And then think about it, guys, who can set up a mine within a few months? Not many. And what these gentlemen have achieved is phenomenal. So take your hats off to them. Be patient. The dividend goals are set because you need a target to achieve in the first place. If you do not achieve it, it just means the next target is in place. But you have to have a target in place to achieve them. All right, guys. So I just want to say well done to everybody, and best of luck to the meet and greet in Cape Town that's coming up. And I trust that when everything is going to go live, it'll happen when it's due. The timing is going to be right, and we are blessed to be in the right place at the right time. Thank you.
Thank you, Wayne.
Thanks, Wayne. Appreciate it.
Yes, I just want to remind everyone, talking about the meet and greet in Cape Town, just while JP and Donovan are here, because I just want to remind them as well when they need to be there because they travel such a lot. It's going to be in Sea Point at the Peninsula Hotel at 11 o'clock on the 1st of August. So everyone that is in Cape Town, please fill in the form that I have attached to the notice that we've been putting out in the groups. We need to get some numbers so that we just know more or less who's coming and how many, so that we can just plan a little bit better. But the 1st of August at the Peninsula Hotel in Sea Point, 11 o'clock. I believe it is a Saturday, so please, you should be there, because I believe most of us that are normal work from Monday to Friday. If you're abnormal like us and you're working 24/7, so you should not have an answer or an excuse, should I say. You should just have an answer of, yes, I'll be there.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
definitely.
We're looking forward to it. Cape Town, we've got quite a strong community in Cape Town, and we look forward to being there and meeting our shareholders.
Yeah. And also then somebody is asking about Pretoria, Johannesburg, Rustenburg, right? Yes, we are going to be doing a road show. It is coming. What did you guys say just now? JP's on the market. I've got freedom now. That's one thing that my wife has, or my ex has given me, is freedom. So yeah, she needs to look after the kids, her and her new husband, and yeah, so I will be traveling, and we will be going all over and introducing Aureus and showing this business is 100% real. You know, this is super exciting. We got 12 months, people. 12 months. Done. 12 months, the shares will be sold. 12 months, we'll have enough capital for 400 plants. That is our goal.
I'm of a different opinion, JP. I'm of the opinion that the minute production has started, the minute we start producing gold, these shares will fly. We've got major guys watching us. You know, they don't care where they come in. If they come in on the $300, $500, because these are institutional investors, so they don't care where they come in. They just want to see proof of product, and they'll come in. You know, so the minute the shares, the production starts, I feel the shares wouldn't last for 3 months after production has commenced.
Yeah. Once the gold come out of the ground. Once we show, you know, hey, this plant's working. And trust me, who's going to be there? Me, Donovan, Paul, who else? We got some India guys that's coming. Is the competition happening?
Alejandro committed to coming out to site as well.
Alejandro as well.
Yeah.
You know? So what I would suggest to everybody, make sure you got your passports ready. If you're thinking of possibly going for the gold diggers competition to Zimbabwe, if you don't have a passport, you can't go.
Well, the other thing that I want to say is Paul, I think I had this discussion with you some time ago. Once the operation's running smoothly, we will put out an invite. Obviously, it wouldn't be on one day. It'll be broken up over a course of 2 weeks, because there's just too many shareholders to accommodate, right?
Yes.
So we would put out.
Yes. We lost Donovan there.
Sorry, Paul. There are people who are sending links on the chat.
Yes,
here.
I see that, Rafiwa.
It's
I
not
can't
allowed,
delete the link.
please, guys.
I can't delete the links. But I've taken note of that person, and I won't allow them into a Zoom if they do that again.
Yeah, look, I think people are asking. I noticed somebody there asking just now, how do we join and that sort of thing. So I asked them to refer back to the person that introduced them to Aureus, or who invited them, and somebody saw the opportunity to share the link. So like I was saying, Paul, is that we're going to try and stagger it over 2 weeks. You know, an open invite to every shareholder, obviously at their own cost, to come out to site and experience what they're part of, you know, and get a feel for the business. So that's definitely on the table, you know. So guys, get ready, get excited. In a short few months, you will be on site.
Donovan, can I just also say this in front of everyone here? Just shoot me down. Folks, if you are doing an event of 100 people or more, please let Donovan and JP know. they might make themselves available to pop in and say hello.
Look, Paul, that's
100
actually something.
people or more makes it viable.
Well, that's something that I wanted to also add in, but thanks for reminding me. So if you have 100 people in a venue for us, we would make the or we would sacrifice the time and make ourselves available to be there for that event. You know, so it's open to every single shareholder. If you want to get a team together to listen and meet us and that sort of thing, we commit to making ourselves available.
So folks, please, 100 people minimum. Don't come with 89 and say, I need 11. Please, 100 people minimum. Then negotiations start. Remember,
And
we almost went
remember,
to the $100 per share phase. So we right now at 100 participant phase. Then you can get negotiations.
and then remember, in August we're having our open day. Okay, so
Yes.
that's going to be in Lucia to come and see us at the office itself.
JP, Donovan, I don't know if it was you or Donovan mentioned just now the 24th. I thought it was on the 19th originally. Has it changed now to the 24th?
No.
Good idea.
I think, Donovan, you said just now
No,
the
what I mentioned,
24th of August.
no, what I mentioned was on the 24th. Alejandro arrives back in South Africa. The event is on the 29th, which we'll do a live Zoom for the communities.
Okay.
Obviously, we'd love to have everybody at the event, at the opening ceremony of the offices, but it's
Okay.
impossible to accommodate everybody, right? So
Yeah.
we would do a live from the offices to everybody, and obviously
All
the
right.
key people will be there. But what we've done is sometime in September, we would leave a week open for any shareholder that wants to come through to the offices. Obviously, it's got to be scheduled, it's got to be planned. But we'll put out a notice saying, look, this week here, we're leaving it open for any shareholders wanting to come through to the offices, want you to bring their people through to the offices, and we'll make sure that we're there for that entire week, you know. And that's going to be in September.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So the 29th of August, folks, you heard it there. 29th of August. Diarize that. As Donovan says, if you would like to come and see the opening, it will probably be limited because there's only so many people that can be on the property, but be one of the first if you really want to get your name on the list because, hey, man, the roof is coming off. The roof is coming off of, well, it's a great thing. I know Rafiwa is going to be there and I know Donovan are going to be there. So they are two builders. So if anything, the roof does come off, they'll just put it back on. It doesn't really matter.
I just want to say thank you for Ravinda and the team there, everybody, Nilesh, Mr. Vasu, I saw you here as well. Welcome, brother. Thank you for your yeah, now we'll unmute him just now. Thank you for your dedication, your help, everything. You know, in India I was called the other Elon, you know, because I'm from South Africa and because of my tech background and things. Go do yourself a favor and go do the research what happened to Elon before his marriage and after his marriage. I'm not talking about all of his flings that he's had. I'm talking about where he was married, made I think 3 kids. The fourth one, something happened. Then he got divorced, and from there he just skyrocketed. So I see this opportunity as something, a new opportunity, not just for myself, but for Lindy as well, my wife as well. She's got her own journey she has to follow. And I can tell you this, I'm spending actual quality time with my kids, right? Where I never did that. I didn't have that opportunity to do that. So I'm really doing that as well, as much as what I can, which is helping to deal with this. But yeah, I can tell you this, my dedication is coming back slowly. but surely. And yeah, we're going to be pushing. I can't wait to get back on the land. That's a big thing for me. It was unfortunately, and now nothing stops me. I can go and set up a bungalow and go and work the people.
JP, I'm glad you said that because I also want to go back to the land. I was unhappy to leave.
No. Your wife is gonna whip you.
Paul, you can attest to this. I've been saying this for years. In fact, I had this argument with my dad many years ago when I started siphoning money out the core business to put into Zimbabwe. And there's just something about the land when you put your foot on that ground. People don't understand that
It grabs
energy. Yeah.
It grabs you.
There's just something about it. So yeah, like I said, I had these arguments many a times with my old man. Mind you, the family business started in 1971 before I was born, and I had the pleasure of taking over in 2000. But obviously, Dad still being the head of the business and the head of the family, we still had to report to him, even though I became the sole director of the business. So when I started investigating the mining opportunity in 2016, he was really, really upset with me, And 2 years later, when when I had to declare that I was already, I think, close on to $500,000 in that I took out of the core business and stuck it into Zimbabwe with the investigations and stuff, he was so pissed off with me. But today he says he's proud and he's happy that I've actually persevered and I went on, and he's not happy that I argued with him, but he's happy that I continued on the journey because clearly he's seeing the rewards now. He's seeing what's happening, and he's actually turning 80 in September. So I'm glad that he's still around to witness what's happening. So yeah.
No,
Happy
Donovan,
days
I
for
have
us.
this saying in Afrikaans. And maybe JP will be quicker to translate it into English than I am. Agterste voor, onderste bo, and in reverse. Sometimes we need to be upside down, back to front, and in reverse to really see a change in our lives, because sometimes we're just so used to going forward that we have to totally throw ourselves in a totally different direction. And I think that is exactly what you did in 2016. Your dad was so used to it going forward that you took it totally in a different direction. And right now, he's like saying, you know what? Maybe I didn't see it that way, but you showed me a different version of. And this is exactly, I think, what Aureus is about. Because so many other opportunities that I've been part of have never been like what I see in Aureus. I'm just going to put and leave it there. I'm just going to say, because I cannot badmouth anything else and I cannot exaggerate what we are. But, folks, there are so many green flags, if I can put it that Aureus ticks boxes of, as opposed to red flags that others are not ticking boxes of. So that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Do your own due diligence.
For me, it's a proud moment, almost well, actually daily, when he calls me now. My dad's in Canada. He calls me daily to find out how's the progress in Zimbabwe, how's it going, how's the mine coming along. And he's more excited than me. It seems like it, So, it just takes me back to the first day when he said to me, "You're ruining my business. You're taking all the money that we've built up. You're killing the core business to go and try something new." But again, it boils down to vision.
Tabaza, show Donovan and JP who they're coming to meet in Cape Town, please. Just let them hear. Where's Tabaza? She went off the screen now. Miss Scott, you put up your hand. Yes. Unmute yourself. I'm sure that's why you did it.
Good evening, Aureus family. I'm super excited tonight. Thank you so much for hosting us, Paul. I'd like to thank Mr. Donovan, James, and JP for just, being abantu, as we say in my language, and having the humility to address us in such a fabulous manner. It's amazing. I just jumped on board just the other day, and all I've been experiencing, all of my Aureus experiences have been amazing, from everybody that's been helping me to get started, build the confidence, and so forth. And so, like I said, Paul, the other day, every time I try to miss an Aureus meeting because of life is happening, I just simply cannot. So, such amazing developments. It was lovely to hear that even though we are still at the beginning, that you guys went out for us and you put in the legwork, knowing that people like Mr. James comes from humble beginnings. I just want to encourage you guys as our leaders, and I'll speak to the shareholders a little bit later, just to say that whatever you're going through on the ground, and whatever challenges and barriers you have to cross, just know that we're 110% behind you each and every single day. And when we have meetings and gatherings like these, we are inspired that whilst we're complaining about not having or being able to invite one or two people, or getting somebody on board, you guys are doing the actual real work. And I feel like there's this saying, I'm just a girl, and that simply means I'm living a soft life. And because you guys are going out there and doing the extremely hard work so that I don't have to. I just want to let you know that you're building a legacy of first ones. I was never put in a position. I've heard of companies that offer shares all the time, but never have I had such transparency from the ground up. And so just know that you're building a legacy of first ones. I am the first woman in mining in my family, and I'll make sure that it continues. And JP, don't worry. If you're having any troubles in your relationship, just know that you've got 6,000 side chicks, Paul included, and just have us in mind, and that should keep you going all the time. So whenever you're miserable, just call any one of us and we'll lift your spirits. I love the work that you're doing, and I'm inspired to go out there and do the little bit that you guys asked me to. Thank you for not leaving us in the wind, basically, whilst we are waiting for the dividends, whilst we are waiting for the land to work for us. You guys are not leaving us in the desert without water. You're saying, go out there, make a little bit cash for yourself, but whilst your shares are intact, without removing anything from your shares, go and make yourself a little bit of cash so that you can handle the bread and butter issues, so that we can build this great legacy together. Thank you so much for inviting me to be part of it. I promise I will do my best to make you guys proud, because you're certainly making me proud. And remember, guys, to just address the affiliates quickly. Guys, the CFO has spoken. He's given us the financial roadmap and where the money goes when, and what work him and the CEO are doing. Remember, in this business, these shares are not always going to be available. This is a global opportunity, guys. Mr. Donovan just told us that bankers is wanting a chunk out of it. And so that means now more than ever, your voice now has to become your invoice. Otherwise, you're going to have to fold your hands, wait for the big wolves of Wall Street to come in and sweep this amazing lifetime opportunity from under our feet. Go out there and do amazing things, so that while they're making us proud, we make them proud as well. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and good night.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
JP, now you know why I had to get her to say something, because every Zoom meeting since she's come on and started, I cannot have a Zoom meeting without her saying it a little bit in her own way, the way I don't want to say, I cannot say it like that, but she just adds that little bit of icing to my cake, if I can put it that way. So thank you, Tabaza. Thank you for that. Mascot, as we all know her on the screen. But yes, awesome. She just has that way of saying it. And JP, I think you heard the part that I thought I knew was going to come out for you. So there we go. So yes, Folks, you heard it. What was the saying? The wolves of Wall Street. If you don't want to fall prey to the wolves of Wall Street, do your best right now and get yourself the monies. Kemar is on the Zoom meeting tonight. Kemar, I know he's on the Zoom
let's
meeting.
just unmute for Vasu. He's been waiting.
Who?
Vasu.
Vasu, where is he? His hand was up and then he disappeared. Is he still on? Vasu, there we go. Unmute. Vasu, unmute.
Yeah, thank. But no, sorry for interruption. But
No interruption.
First of all, hello to everyone. Sorry, JP, I am literally sorry to hear about what you have gone through right now, and I'm just saying two things, that life doesn't always go the way we expect, but everything ending also brings a new beginning, right? So,
Absolutely.
but there is one person, our brother, Mr. Donovan. His responsibility now increase. You know why? JP, do you know why? Now, brother Donovan
He's getting you a wife.
Donovan,
I can get my own wife.
Now his responsibility is increased. That's why I'm raising my hand again and again. Now he need to find two persons.
Listen,
One for JP.
for all what did Ms. Scott said just now, 6,000 ladies out there. Okay, well, Mr. Vasu is an amazing Indian gentleman in Rajasthan, and he needs a wife.
No, we are on the same team now. Okay, so just kidding. Take care of yourself, brother.
For the next 12 months, I'm off the books.
No, just take care of yourself, brother. Keep smiling, stay positive, and wish you nothing but happiness and success in the future. Thank you very much, brother Donovan and JP and Mr. Paul and everyone here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Oh, I said to JP, this is his time to reflect and just enjoy himself and build himself up again. This is an opportunity. It's a new beginning for him. There's no rush. There's no stress. Just take it a day at a time and enjoy your kids. Enjoy your time alone. When you do have the time alone, and naturally the right woman will come into your life.
6 months, six pack. That's my goal.
That's it.
Then afterwards we can talk about that.
8 months, 8 pack. 10 months, 10 pack. 12 months, 12 pack.
No.
That's what happened to me, Paul. That's what happened to me. In the last 12 months, and now I have a 12 pack.
And I'm joining JP. I'm joining JP. I also started the meat and eggs. So yeah, we're gonna have a meat and egg session, not a meet and greet, but yeah.
Have you started the carnivore diet?
I'm trying to keep to it, but with a little bit of veggies here and there, just for the
No.
No, because I'm anemic.
At least 1 week, then you'll go into ketosis. And I've gone, to give everybody perspective, I've gone from eating a plate of food that's this size, size of my face, to eating that size.
Yeah.
Like literally, the size of my fist. That is what you're supposed to eat. That's what you're supposed to drink. That's what you're supposed to eat. Put it together. That's your stomach.
Guys, I think that's a wrap from me. I hate to say goodnight and goodbye.
Yeah, we need to go get food.
We got straight here from the office. No food. We ordered food. That was a phone call that was coming in before Uber was delivering, and I cut them off, and now the food's gone. So we have to go and look for food, get back, pack, and get to the airport in the morning. We got an early morning.
All right, thank you.
I know where we can get food. By the airport.
Thank you very much, JP and Donovan. We appreciate your time and that. JP, I'm sure you'll just update us when as you said, some people are asking about the dividends for the gold diggers. I'm sure you'll let us know on that in the groups as well. Thank you very much.
As soon as possible. Soon as it's done.
No problem. Thanks very much.
100%.
And folks,
Good night, everybody.
as you can see,
Good night, good night, good night.
we had a much better turnout tonight, but please, there are still some people that do not know where they can see the replays or know about the replays. So if you have a team that is not aware of it, please share it with them when it is shared. There are also some teams that are not adding their people to the global groups. Please share it with your teams. They're not knowing when the Zooms are on. They're not knowing how to access the replays. And then people are still asking here and there, when do my dividends get paid? When is this? When is that? Because they don't understand what's happening because they are not hearing it. Please, we are sharing it. We are transparent. You just heard some testimonies tonight. The company is giving you as much information as we can when we can. So please, it's not that we don't share it. It's just that it's not being shared when it is shared, if I can put it that way. All right. So folks, we will see you again on Wednesday. We'll do the affiliate side of the business. There are so many of you that are doing so well in the business. I cannot stop. I cannot keep quiet. As Tabaza said, I will not keep silent because that ground, as Donovan said, has grabbed my feet that I do not want to stay silent. Aureus to the top where you belong because the bottom is overcrowded. Adios, muchachos. See you Wednesday. 8:30, same time, same link. We'll see you guys. Thank you very much.
Good night, everybody. God bless.